live from our FREM studios for another segment of Everyday Health. Along with my co-host, Nick Falco, I'm Jim Hermited.
Thank you, Jim. Today we're going to talk about obesity and how it is affecting us in today's world. For people that don't know about obesity, it is a medical condition in which excess body fat is accumulated to the extent that it may cause an adverse effect on people's health. In the United States, obesity is estimated to cause 111,000 to 365,000 deaths per year.
Some ways you can tell about someone is over their weight is to find your BMI or your body mass index by dividing your height by your weight.
With many fast food places around today's world like McDonald's, Burger King, or Wendy's, it is very tough for people to make the healthier choices. Especially in today's economy, it's just cheaper and easier just to eat fast food.
This is an epidemic that is sweeping the nation, especially in the USA. Over 61% and 40% of our children are obese. Kids in today's world are affected by obesity in some sort of way. So we thought it would be interesting to hear the thoughts of kids of Front High School on the issue of obesity.
So we are going to send it out to our reporter on the streets, Brett Nysky, for the pulse of the school.
My name is Brett Nysky here with Everyday Health. I'm here to interview Mr. Duncan to ask him some questions about obesity. Mr. Duncan, what do you think it means to be obese?
I believe it's like 30% body fat.
It's actually 20% above one's ideal weight.
Okay.
What do you think are some diseases that can be caused by obesity?
Cardiovascular diseases. Probably a whole, diabetes.
Type 2, yeah.
Type 2. Cardiovascular diseases would be a lot of things like heart disease.
Heart disease. High blood pressure.
High blood pressure. Yeah.
Thanks. What do you think is the percentage of adolescents in the United States that are obese?
Oh, it's higher nowadays.
What do you think it used to be, like 20 years ago?
You can tell me what it was 20 years ago.
What do you think it was 20 years ago?
Obese, maybe 15%?
14%, yeah, very close.
Thanks.
Now, how many times do you think that's
Do I have to
gone?
react to what it is today?
Yeah, you can use it.
I bet you it's at 43%.
It's tripled over the past 20 years.
It's pretty close.
Well, thank you, Mr. Duncan,
That's
for
it?
being in this interview.
All right, thank you. Appreciate it.
Let's do this. We are here with Mr. Wolf, and we're going to interview him about what he thinks obesity, his opinions on obesity.
What do you think about obesity?
I think it's a rising problem right now. It's something that everybody needs to be concerned about. It obviously doesn't just pose a problem of being overweight.
Okay. How much percent of teens do you think are obese?
Currently, I would say maybe 15%.
It's actually 42%.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's very
It
surprising.
was 14%, but that has tripled over the past 20 years.
I did not know that.
What do you think?
So do you think that teens should know about obesity and what should they know to stay fit?
I think teens definitely need to know about the problem of obesity. They definitely need to know how to prevent it, with daily exercise for at least 30 minutes. That would definitely help prevent it.
So would you say that having a sedentary lifestyle would be a big factor in gaining weight and not being healthy?
Definitely. When you sit around and do nothing, obviously you're not burning any energy, so I can relate that to when I was young. I never sat in and watched television. It was, I got home from school and I'm out the door. So.
So what would you think is a good way to lose weight for those who need to?
I would say the biggest step is to get started and start small. Set some small achievable goals and really work towards a higher goal. So build up. Don't just start I want to lose 50 pounds.
That's good. How do you think obesity has affected society?
It definitely probably has had a negative impact on how Americans are viewed right now. Worldwide, I know that a lot of other countries definitely have negative opinions of Americans because of overweight problems. I would just say, you know, it has affected a society where, you know, you're not actually interacting with people with the sedentary lifestyle. You know, you're sitting in and maybe talking to people on the computer, or you know, actually not really verbally communicating face to face. So I think that that's probably an aspect of obesity.
Yeah. Do you think the from cafeteria food is healthy?
There are probably some healthy choices, but is it focused on? Probably not.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you.
No problem.
My name is Brett Knights here with Everyday Health, and we're here to interview Mandy from Trent High School. Mandy, what do you think it means to be obese?
I would say that to be obese would be more than 15 pounds overweight.
Yeah, okay. It's actually, well, that's actually very accurate. It's when you're above one's ideal weight.
Wow. Huh.
Yeah. What do you think are some diseases from obesity?
Diabetes, heart problems.
What kind of diabetes, you know?
Well, I heard before in the last interview that
It's type 2, yeah.
Type 2.
You know, actually, there's also high blood pressure, heart disease, and you know, you can get like knee problems or back problems and all that kind of stuff. What do you think is the percentage of adolescents in the United States that are obese?
I would say 30%.
That's pretty accurate. It was 14%, but amazingly, that amount has tripled over the past 20 years.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
It's like 43 or some percent.
That is so
That's
interesting.
insane. Yeah. Well, it was nice in this interview with you, Mandy.
Thank
I'll see you later.
I'll see